Texas has been having an absolutely phenomenal recruiting season, currently sitting as having the third best recruiting class in the class of 2023, and they did so by bringing in an absolute ton of five-star recruits, having the second most five-star recruits in the class of 2023, only sitting behind Alabama. And the Longhorns made a ton of strides on the football field, but adding these 4 five-star recruits that you guys picked up is going to make your guys' team even scarier. So today we're going to be taking a look at every single five-star recruit that the Texas Longhorns are brought in the class of 2023. If you guys are just super excited for what the Longhorns are doing, be sure to leave this video a like and comment down below who is your guys' favorite pickup out of the class of 2023, and hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications if you are a true Texas Longhorn fan. If you really are a Longhorn fan, you might want to hit that subscribe button because we're going to be covering your team a lot. And with all that being said, let's jump straight into it. 3, 2, 1. Starting it off strong, I know that the Longhorns have had a little bit of wide receiver troubles this past season with the Jai Hall and Xavier Worthy. I believe they both have hit the transfer portal. So you had to go pick up a 5-star receiver in the 6th best receiver in the country in Johntay Cook. This dude is an absolute nightmare to have to cover. You can put him in the slot, you can put him outside, wherever you put him, he's going to be open. This dude flat out, he knows how to run routes. He has the deep ball. He can go and just hit that 6th gear whenever he needs to. Out of all the receivers that are in this class, Johntay Cook is one of my favorites. This guy is a flat out, and he's got the swag to be playing that wide receiver role too. He's got the confidence to just be out there. Like, as a wide receiver, you need to be uber confident to be out there and playing at the highest level, and Johntay Cook is exceptionally confident. Pairing him up with Arch Manning is going to be a deadly combo. Like, to me, this is Texas' version of Evan Stewart. Now, if Evan Stewart ends up hitting the transfer portal, these two guys could be both at Texas. We will see here in the near future. But Johntay Cook is a very close to Evan Stewart type of player. If you guys saw what Evan Stewart was doing for Texas A&M last year, just imagine that, but a little bit more consistency. I believe that Johntay Cook is a plug-and-play wide receiver. This is a guy that you can just flat out day one of camp. Yeah, all right, wide receiver ones, and Johntay Cook will be stepping up. Be on the lookout during spring practice. Be on the lookout for Johntay Cook. This guy is going to be open all the time. Again, he can high point it. His game reminds me very similarly to a Stephon Diggs. Like, literally, all of my Texas Longhorn fans, you guys picked up a mini Stephon Diggs out here. Great route. This is a phenomenal route. He knew he had to run the post. So just look at this route real quick. Look at the inside release to kind of just straighten up the corner a little bit. Fakes like he's going to go to the post. Fakes like he's going to go either to a streak or to a corner to get the corner to come up underneath him, and then goes right back to the post to get open. That is a phenomenal route right there. Again, this guy knows how to stay open. Give me that. Next up, we should all know that Bijan Robinson is going to be going to the NFL this year. And so you had to, get a little bit of help in that backfield. And so you guys brought in the #1 running back in the entire country, Cedric Baxter Jr. Again, Texas just did a phenomenal job of recruiting at every single level. They got all the offensive weapons, they got all the defensive weapons. But adding a guy like Cedric Baxter, this is your next Bijan Robinson. Now, is he going to be the same level of type of running back as Bijan Robinson? No, he's more of a physical, 3-down back, give the ball to him 20 to 30 times a game, and he's going to be able to handle that workload. That's more of the running back that he is. But if he continues to work on his hands, because Bijan Robinson was exceptional catching the ball in the backfield. I mean, didn't he lead Texas as their leading receiver? It was either him or Xavier Worthy. But all I know is that my guy Cedric Baxter, this dude is a physical runner. He is very, very hard to bring down on that first touch, and he's deceptively quick. Like, he's not going to be some world burner. Like, you're not going to really see him taking a whole lot of 60-yard touchdowns to the crib at the next level. But he is going to be able to, once he's in the hole, explode out of the hole and get that extra 7, 8, 9 yards. And then he's always going to be falling forward whenever he does get tackled. I mean, just look at him taking it down the sideline, just getting them legs turning. I'll tell you, Cedric Baxter Jr. is a dog. And again, Texas bringing in all the rest of the plays that we're going to be taking a look at. Oh, why'd you have to do it like that? He said, swoop. No, got 2 ankles right there. And then pulls away at the top end. But the rest of the guys that we're going to be taking a look at are all the #1 player at their position. So this is, again, Cedric Baxter Jr., the #1 running back in the entire country. Next up, all my Longhorn fans should feel real good about this one. This is the #1 linebacker in the country that you guys flipped from Texas A&M. This is, of course, Anthony Hill. This guy is a absolute man-child. I've seen this dude in person. I'm pretty big. I'm like 6'3", 210-ish. This dude is very easily 6'3.5", maybe even 6'4", 220, 230, but he is like, this dude he could be playing DN at the next level if he wanted to. He's a perfect mix of size and speed. He has a great motor, great tenacity. Like, you just flat out are not getting past Anthony Hill. A phenomenal pickup. Again, I was saying, I made a video earlier on in the year where I said Anthony Hill is going to be a big time recruit because he's one of the top players in the state of Texas, and anytime that a player's the final two choices is always between Texas A&M or Texas, is very important for those teams to get that player. Because in my opinion, if the #1, #2, or #3 player in the state is going to Texas over Texas A&M or vice versa, it's really showing where the kids of Texas are kind of wavering back and forth to. Because Texas is such a deep state when it comes to talent that if Texas only recruited Texas players, they would still have a top 10 recruiting class ridiculously easily. But getting back to my guy Anthony Hill, this dude is a absolute force, constantly coming down. He's very aggressive, wraps up very well. Great sideline to sideline linebacker. Again, just phenomenal pickup. And last but certainly not least, the one that we should all know about. This is not only the #1 quarterback in the country, not only the #1 player in Louisiana, but the #1 recruit in the class of 2023. Of course, it is Arch Manning. This is going to be, Texas is about to have, in my opinion, a Clemson type era where you guys are just going to have quarterbacks set up for the next 4 or 5 years. I mean, as of right now, you still have 2 more years of the Quinn Ewers era, and then you have the Arch Manning era that's coming right behind that. And then we all should know that Texas is going to continue to recruit top-tier quarterbacks, especially if you guys develop Quinn and Arch properly. You're going to have a lot of quarterbacks wanting to go to Texas. But Arch is going to be stepping into a absolutely phenomenal offensive system. I mean, Coach Sark is going to be there for a couple more years to continue to develop his offensive ideologies and philosophies. But then on top of that, you got guys like Johntay Cook and Cedric Baxter who are going to be coming into their own at that point, on top of all the other offensive talent that they brought in this year. I mean, you guys just picked up DeAndre Moore Jr., which is a huge wide receiver pickup. All I know is that the Texas Longhorns are about to be ridiculously scary. I'm telling y'all, if Quinn Ewers would have been healthy for the rest of that Alabama game, they would have beat Alabama, and then we don't really know where their season would have went after that. In my opinion, it only really could have gone up. But one more year of Quinn Ewers to continue to develop and work on his just overall arm and just presence, and then get an Arch right behind him, Texas is going to be doing just fine. But focusing up on Arch Manning, to me, he has such a quick release. When it comes to scrambling, he's not going to be able to do any scrambling at the next level. Maybe just be able to evade a guy in the backfield. But when it comes to just that arm talent, he has arm talent. And wait, can we focus up on where the ball went? He absolutely launched this ball, and it sucks because you don't even get to see where he ended up throwing this. He threw this from the 35. That ball easily looked like it was going to land somewhere near the 10. Arch has an arm. Don't get me wrong. This kid is ridiculously talented. So that is every 5-star recruit that the Texas Longhorns have brought in the class of 2023. 3 players who are #1 at their position, and then the 6th best wide receiver who is an absolute dog, a little mini Stephon Diggs. I'm telling y'all, Texas is about to be back to the Texas of old. You guys have done such a phenomenal job of recruiting in-state, out-of-state, being able to retain players. I mean, not a lot of players have, like, when you compare them to other schools, Texas has done a good job of not having pretty much half their team hit the transfer portal each and every single year. So Texas is doing a phenomenal job of maintaining the players that they are recruiting and developing them. I'm telling y'all, 1 or 2 more years of the Quinn era, followed up by the Arch Manning era, and then whoever ends up coming in behind Arch, Texas is going to go on a little mini Clemson run, like I'm saying, because Clemson, their run was established by having great defensive line talent, which Texas does have, and then having the consistent quarterback play, which Texas is setting themselves up very nicely to have. So All I know is that Texas is in good hands. All my Longhorn fans, leave this video a like and comment down below. Who was your guys' favorite pickup? For me, I'm a little bit biased because I'm a former receiver. Johntay Cook, out of all the five-star guys, he's my favorite. I think he's gonna have the most immediate impact and have the just biggest impact for the Longhorns. But I want to hear from y'all, so comment that down below and be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications if you are a true Longhorn fan. If you're not, I mean, you don't have to hit the subscribe button. But if you want to really prove to yourself that you really love the Longhorns, you might want to hit that subscribe button. I love and appreciate all y'all. I hope that you have a super blessed rest of your day. And with all that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.